Well, hello guys and gals. Welcome back to another edition of Construction Simulator and part 2 of our Stadium Lights project with me, Mr. Moose. And we are here at the stadium. As you guys may remember, in our last episode, we started putting the stadium lights in here at the old soccer stadium. Today we continue on. I have already picked up another kit of lights. So we basically just need to get the crane here situated so that we can continue to put our lights in, and we'll get going. So we had that discussion in the last one about how you position the mobile crane. I did watch a few videos on it and on the internet the other night just to see, you know, how operations were done, and it really does seem like mainly they run either off the sides or the back of it. So, yeah, I'm going to keep that in mind when I'm positioning in the future. So now that we've got the crane legs lowered, or the stabilizers lowered, we can go ahead and start getting this guy up. Let's get in the cab for this. There we go. And we'll start bringing her around. So, the woes of Construction Simulator continue. I got in the game today, and as soon as I did, oh look, another stage is finished on our townhome. I got in the game today, and as soon as I did, the beautiful game had once again lost all my key bindings. Makes me happy. Makes me so happy. So yeah, I had to redo all my key bindings again. It's making me so happy. I went through the game, like all the folders and everything, to try and find oh, those are the balls are on the front of the tractor or the trailer. Huh. All right, we'll swing back around up here. There we go. So we'll hook down. One of these days I'll get a hook in sight. There it comes. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. But anyways, yeah. I ended up having to once again go through and redo all of my connections. So I wasn't really happy about that. All right, so I'm gonna have to move down a little bit in order to reach over there and grab that. There we go. Attach. All right, let's try to do this safely. Oh, look, they fell out the other side. Great. That's awesome. Well, and then now it's pulling it. Wait, they fall off the other side, but then it pulls itself through that bar. You gotta love this. Well, it's funny, that little bar there. It's funny, when you pick it up, it's not there. Then when you close the trailer, it is there, but when you open the trailer, it doesn't go away. So come on. I'm just not positioned good for this one. All right, we'll bring that up. Now we can bring it over here a little bit. We're definitely too far out with this, so I want to just almost there. There it is. Now we'll just let it down just a little bit. Put in so they match up. Oh, that's almost perfect. Oh. There we go. Now if I let go of that. That's hooked up. I got to jump into my bindings real quick, guys. So apparently when I rebound everything this time, I think I forgot to hook up the mobile crane to hook up the connection button. Let's see. Activate concrete flow is there. Let's see. Rotate, 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 hook up and down. Attach load should be that button there, and I forgot to click it. Okay. All right, so that is that part of the load done. Now the real question is, can we get the other one put back on the trailer so that we can move the load? I don't want to reach out too far here. It's going to take a little hook cam. There we go. And back up a little bit. There it is. Okay, we can raise up. Raise up so that we can, ooh, a little different being on this side of it. There we go. Come on. Let's see if we can get down here and pick this thing up, put it back on the trailer so that we can move it over and do the next one. You know, this game is pretty much supposed to be optimized for single player mode. So I would say on this one mission, they kind of got it wrong, because if it's optimized for single player mode, I shouldn't have to make so many trips back and forth to the steel mill and reposition the crane every time. Because essentially I have to reposition the crane, you know, 12 times during this. Where I should only have to reposition it like twice. Ooh, wrong. I don't want to go that way. Come on now. Or, well, not twice, 4 times. Sorry, my brain wandered there a little bit. But you know what I'm saying? Is like, I should be able to go to the steel mill, pick up all the parts to put one light in place. And then go get all the parts to put the next light in place, so I don't have to move all the time. But then I guess if it were real life, I guess things would come in sections as well, and I don't know, the contractor might only bring certain parts at a time. All right, now let's see if we can get this to lay down. Come on, lay down. No, 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 lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Go to sleep, little pole. Lay down on the trailer. Oh, no. Don't fall off the trailer. No. Ah. Oh, now I've got problems. Right, let's move our camera around so that we can watch from this angle. Might be able to do it a little bit better because I'm not having to think backwards. All right. Bring it all the way back here. Put her down, and then just slightly boom over and push down at the same time. Down, 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 down. Oh, don't slide too much. Let's see, come in some. Don't go off the back of the trailer. Don't do it. Resist the urge. Come on. Get onto the trailer. Oh. Yes. Success. Let's not do that again. I don't want to have to be doing that again. All right. So let's be bringing this arm in. Switch back into cab mode. And we'll get this to come on in. Lower our arm down. Oh, we got to spin around here. Raise up. So anyways, what's happening? 12,000 subscribers. Thank you guys. I appreciate that so very much. You guys rock. I appreciate it so much. You just don't know how much that means to me. And but I need your help, guys. I found out yesterday that in order for me to get verified on YouTube, I have to have 1,000 followers on Google Plus. So do me a favor, when you get a chance, jump over to my Google Plus account and subscribe on there, or follow me, whatever it is, on Google Plus, and help me out, because it's the only way I get verified and need to get verified. So if y'all will help me out with that, I would greatly appreciate it. So I need 1,000 people. If I get 1,000 followers on Google Plus, I think that's the last thing I need in order to get verified. So hopefully I can make that happen. I was thinking I had to have like 15,000 people as far as supporters go, but turns out you only need like 500 on YouTube, but you have to have 1,000 people follow you on Google Plus. So help me out with that. I appreciate it if you could, and we'll get that done, and that'll be the next step in the channel. If you want. If not, I understand. It is Google Plus. What else is happening? Truck Sim, the W900's out. I'm sure everybody's gotten one and driven it. Not too in love with the sound effects on that, but it's out. We have another option for trucks in Truck Sim. Let's see. Had a big, huge, I'm recording this on, what is this, Monday, Tuesday, Tuesday morning. Big storm in my area on Monday night, so no live stream. Lots of thunder and lightning, and just because of my experience with losing my last computer to lightning, I'm a little hesitant whenever it storms to be doing live streams. So just kind of take that easy. All right, let's position that right there. Out we go, and let's run over here and jump into the MAN, and we'll head over there and stay. All right, back up a little bit. Come on, I need to be able to see. All right, come on. And drive over here real quick. All right, if you fall out at this point, I really don't care. Here we go. Get into place. That's about good. Into the mobile crane we go. Huh. I tilted that thing way up, didn't I? Here, tilt back down. I didn't really quite think this through, did I? I can't really see where the end of it is to hook. We're gonna have to go to hook cam again. Here we are on hook cam. Oh wait, and hook cam is through the side of the trailer. Yeah, okay. All right, lift, 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 lift. Come up. Actually, lift and boom at the same time. There we go. There we go. Now we got lift. All right, so let's get this thing put into place. Swinging it back over here. Get a little vision so we can see what's up. Are we going to go through the tree or are we going to clear the tree? Looks like we're this side of the tree and going to clear the tree. Not a problem with the tree. All right, telescope up. Not sure if you would actually do that with a load on. Telescope up like that. Anyways, all right. It's almost in place. Come back to me. There we go. Swing the top over a little bit. All right, fellers. There's that. That's in place. And now we have to pack the entire thing up and go get 2 more sections. See, it would be nice if you could haul everything to the site, stage it, and then be able to just, you know, build a light, go to the next one, build a light, go to the next one. I think if you were doing this on a job site, I'm thinking that everything would arrive at one time and you would build a light and then you build the next light and then you build the next light. I mean, you'd have some things like foundations you would pour, but I think, you know, once you had your foundations poured, I think you would, you know, put all the steel up at one time and you would do an entire light at once. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm trying to think if I've ever witnessed anything like that being done. Like when I was a kid, I remember when they built our Little League baseball park. Trying to think back to that. I don't remember. It's one of those things. Man, that's many, many moons ago. All the components need to be in the right place for this to be over with. Come here. All right, that's all the way down. That's all the way down. And we're all the way retracted, so I should be able to switch over. There we go. All right, and we'll bring in our stabilizer legs so that we can go to the next position and continue our mega build. This isn't really a mega build. This is a wimpy build, to be honest with you. You know, I'm only doing this because my uncle... No, I'm just kidding. I'm only going to do this because it agrees a politician's hand and get us more jobs in the future. How to set up for this one. Just pull right on around here like so. By the time this is over, we will have completed like 4 laps on a track, which is what, half a mile? Isn't that what it is? And 8 laps, 8.5 laps on a track is a mile. I think I'm right on that one. I could be wrong. Been wrong in the past. All right, let's see if I can get this in the right place. That tree there doesn't really work for me. We'll back it up kind of like so that we're in line with the pole with the center of the back of the crane. That looks pretty good. And we'll go ahead and put our stabilizers out. Yes, come on. Come on, get to the done. There we go. All right, and then we can switch over and we can go ahead and start positioning our crane. Getting it ready to do its work. These mobile cranes are so fascinating though in real life. Like I watched a video on one of them the other night and they like totally hooked a jib to it and just fascinating watching them hook the jib up and all that other stuff and then actually use it. It was kind of cool. The actual using part, not as impressive as putting the jib on it. Back to the low boy, right? To the low boy truck. Disconnect the trailer. Oh, the outriggers need to be lowered. Lower the outriggers. There we go. Uncouple. There we go. And we are going to jump magically to the steel mill. And once again, I have said that, you know, normally I would play this game straight up and I drive it back and forth and everything else like that. But for the interest of making this video, we are jumping back and forth to the steel mill. Let's see. I need to... No, I don't want to do that. I want to turn in a trailer first. So yes, turn in the trailer. Then I want to re-rent the trailer. All right. And then I want to rent that or buy that. Not renting it. I'm buying it. All right. Two more poles to be delivered to the stadium. Back up. Get underneath here. Show me the couple button. There we go. Couple. Now see, now look at the trailer. Notice there's a bar on this side, but not on the other side, right? But when we get to it and open it, now it magically appears and everything gets secured and we're ready to go. Now, when we open the trailer up the next time, it's going to magically disappear on this side, but the other one will stay there. It's kind of funny. All right, so let's bring our outriggers up. And as soon as we get the outriggers up, we will head on the way. There we go. Lights are flashing. Nice. We'll head on out the back way of the steel mill, because there is a back road on this place you can take out. And you have to stop at the stoplight up here. Well, it's not really a stop sign. It's a yield, I guess. Ooh, don't hit that car. Sweet. All right. Back we go, driving on our way to our construction site to get that started. So it's Tuesday. That means when I'm recording, this will go up on Wednesday. There'll be a LSPDFR out today, which that was interesting, getting back into the groove of that. By now you guys have probably already seen that, and curious to see if y'all want to see more of it. I know I was a little rusty, a little weak on it. I didn't bring it. I need to bring it if I'm going to do it right. But it was just man, I'll tell you what, a little rusty. It was fun doing it though. It's always enjoying watching the chaos ensue. So. But I'm trying to get back to some of the things that everybody asks for on a consistent basis. And I picked up a lot of subscribers when I was doing LSPDFR before. But the whole vulgarity thing, as I've said before, it's just the over the top to the extreme every 2 seconds. Vulgarity was just driving me nuts. And I try to take that higher road in life. And I try. I'm by no means perfect in my life, but if I'm going to be influencing people or, you know, putting content out there for people to watch, and knowing that a lot of the people who watch this channel are of younger age, then I want to at least keep it clean and or try to keep it clean, you know. And so it just didn't really work for me. But the mod that cleans up the content on there, gets rid of all the language and all the dialogue, you know, that allows me to be able to play the game and still, you know, keep it within the sort of standards that I've laid out for the channel. So I was kind of happy to be able to do that, but I went back and looked, and I thought maybe it'd been like 3 months since I played. It'd been over 5, and so I was like, holy cow, no wonder I'm horrible right now at this. Yeah, so we'll get better. I'm going to try not to drive across the turf. You know, I'm going to resist the urge. Look at our foreman. He's so lazy. He just stands in the same place the entire time. Yep, I got to stand here like a statue and keep guard. All right, let's pull it over here. Pull our load up. And we'll, right over here. Yeah. There we go. That should be good. Is that good? That's good. All right, let's open her up. No, I didn't want to get in. I want to open it. All right, open, detach cargo, and then watch. The bar on this side disappears, with the other bar that wasn't there, that magically appeared, remains. It's one of those things. All right. Here we go. Back in. Need to extend our boom up some. Let's start getting this puppy pushed up. There we go. Get some height. Bring our crane hook down. Down at the ground and see where we're at. I think we have quite a bit to go. Yep. Come on out. Interesting that the load loaded up so that the balls are outside the headache rack. Not headache rack. What is that called? Yeah, whatever it's called. It's outside of it. The front of the trailer. Somebody wrote me the other day and told me what it was called, and I forgot. I'm sorry. All right, let's go to hook cam again so that we can see what we're hooking to. Oh wow, we were a bit off. There we go. All right, we should be in good shape now. Over just a little bit, hook up to that. All right. All right, so I want to lift and lift back. Not much I can do here. I don't want to pull that other one off the trailer. I know I don't want to do that. Oh, it's gonna swing and hit the truck. Oh yeah. Oh well, we caused a whole lot of truck damage. There we go. All right, swing around over here. Yeah, I don't ever need to be a crane operator, do I? I think we're establishing that. Oh, I think that's just about right. Come down just a hair. Maybe get the base to come over a little bit. Wait a minute, raise it back up. It's like doing this static thing. It doesn't want to. Oh, that's pretty close. We'll take it. All right. 3 down, 1 to go, and then we have to go get another trailer, and you don't know how that goes. All right, so let's bring her in. Rotate around. And we reset the the whole deal all over again. Oops. We're in the trees here. All right, bring her around. Bring her down while we're doing that. Nice. Nicely done. All right, bring up our stabilizers. Come on up. And we will pull forward one more time. All right, so we'll pull over here. Back up a little bit. That's where we want to be. Gotta make sure I got room so that my outriggers don't hit that trailer. All right, back it up a little bit more. I think that's a good slot right there. Outriggers out. Stabilizers, outriggers, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, those come out. There we go. There should be like big platforms on the ground that those actually get on, but you know, we won't worry about getting those in place. Let's see, and then we'll go ahead and do our deal here with raising this up. And go ahead and start to telescope out. As you can see from the shadow on the ground. And now that's at least somewhat up. We'll run over here to the truck. Bring over our last piece of the pole. And we'll get that put in place. How to deliver this over there? Yes. We can back up. Oops, that's not gonna work. Yeah, we'll say we have the trailer brake on, right? Trailer brake's on. Yeah, I'm not being ultra realistic on this, am I? I was trying to avoid driving on the nice super green lush turf, because it is very, very super green and very lush. All right, so that's there. Needs to be positioned a little bit different. Sorry guys, I'm gonna drive on your turf. But you know, this is the off season, so it'll have time to throw back in. Yeah. All right. Oops, there we go. I have a little confession. My steering wheel is partially broken right now. I was playing a little dirt rally last night, and got a little frustrated, got a little mad, jerked the steering wheel the wrong way, and I broke the base that my steering wheel mounts on. So yeah, my anger management issues reared their ugly head last night. But yeah. So I got to go into the shop today and work on that, which is not that big of a deal. It was poorly put in, and I was getting ready to fix that just a little bit. I was tweaking the layout of it anyway, so it actually works out for the best, because I've got to I got to go into the shop and change out the design a little bit. I had just a couple of screws screwed up from the base plate into the extension that the steering wheel mounts onto. And all I did was, there was only like a 1/4 to a 1/2 inch of thread sitting there keeping it all together, and that's the reason it just stripped out the wood. But yeah, that's needs to come back towards me a little bit and then come down. But I can get that fixed. I was gonna, like I said, I was gonna fix it anyways. It was something that was on my list of things to do. There we go. We're just about in the right spot there. I don't think you can get perfect in this game, so we're going to take that. And we are there. Now we just have to go get the floodlights and put them into place. We're so close. Yeah, so anyways, now I'm putting a little T-track in, and then I'm going to run one long T-track bolt up through the little extension, and the T-track will be actually cut into the base. And then that way, anytime I want to get my steering wheel out of the way, I can just loosen up a couple of knobs and the steering wheel will slide away from me. So it breaking wasn't a horrible thing, though it was one of those situations where I was like, oh, there I go again. Letting the game get the better of me. They can do that. All right, so I'm sitting here hitting the wrong button to deploy the outriggers. There we go. All right, couple that. Let's hope all these lights are on one trailer so we don't have to make a whole bunch of trips. Y'all want to bet they're not, though? I'll bet you. Oh no. Oh, boogers. Great. So now we have to go get a trailer. We have to bring the mobile crane over here, load them. Wait, I'm just going to check and double check and make sure, but I believe, yeah, I've got to bring a trailer over here. Let's go ahead and turn in our rented trailer. Yeah, turn in the rented one. So here's the deal. I've got to go get a flatbed and bring it over here. And these need to be loaded up onto the trailer. And then we can take these over to the facility. But I've also got to bring the mobile crane all the way over here in order to load those. So basically the jig is the mobile crane's got to come here. Then these have got to be picked up, put onto a flatbed with the mobile crane. Then everything's got to be taken back to the site. And yeah. So I'll tell you what, that's going to be in our next episode, because that's going to be quite a bit. And it's going to be a bit more than I want the length of this episode to be. So we'll call it quits right here. We'll keep it kind of short. And because I'm trying to keep these episodes less than an hour long. And if we try to do all of this at one time, it's going to take forever. So I will reposition the mobile crane over here. I will get a flatbed for this thing over here. And we will be ready to go as soon as for the next episode. So until then, thanks for watching, guys. If you liked this, I feel like I've just kind of been rambling, but hopefully I said some coherent statements during this, because I've been like paying attention to 15 things at one time instead of just focusing on the game so much. But anyways, if you did like the video, make sure you give me a thumbs up, and yeah, share the video with your friends if you liked it. Then don't forget, guys, if you can, jump over to Google Plus, follow me on Google Plus. Also, if you want to know what's going on with live streams and things like that, follow me on Twitter or Facebook. And then finally, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. I do a new subscription I do a new video each and every day. Man, I'm just lost today. But hey, speaking of subscriptions, again, thank you everybody for helping me get to 12,000. We're on the way to 15, and I appreciate it. You guys rock. And again, I'm humbled by the fact that you guys watch on a regular basis. It really does mean a lot to me. So thank you so much for your support. I appreciate it. And I hope to see you again tomorrow. Until then, stay safe. Have a great day. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.